Guys, we had SHOT Show 2023, Las Vegas. A lot of new knives on the table, a lot of them that do not have any names for them, so I guess let us know in the comments as far as what you want to name them. We will give you numbers, so you can search it by number if you want to find it when they are available, probably about April, May time period, so probably like first quarter and the first quarter for some of the products. We also are testing out kitchen knives. So if you like kitchen knives, if you're a chef, if you want to give us some opinions on it, you love it, you hate it, let us know, because that's what we're going to get in the kitchen market as well. So we'll start on this side. There's kind of the fruit knife type of thing, cheese knife. So these are going to be the different models here. So you're going to have the regular blade, also going to have a Damascus blade, which is kind of like a VG10 type of mix. So it's going to be the equivalent like a 10 CR type of styling for these guys. So you do have a lot of different abilities for Damascus. It's a pretty thing to look at. So that's where, let us know as far as how you like these things. Very light, especially when you go over the bigger guys. So this is going to be called the Butcher here. So big blade, very long, but it's a very light for its size. So you're going to have, this one is going to be a copper Damascus. So you could still use it, of course. You see this more in the custom knife making market. They normally have like maybe like a string or two of copper. So there's a copper Damascus for us, and it's going to be that oak handle, mother of pearl inlay, and also there's going to kind of an acrylic stone for that collar there. So that's a different one there. So about $260 is what we're looking for those, and then about $160 for the one that's going to be a plain steel. So still prototyping phase, so we're kind of working out what materials to use, because we're kind of thinking about 14C28, very good steel, very reliable, good edge stability. So if you do actually hit a bone or something, you can kind of steel that back and have it usable again instead of it chipping on you. And then we're going to go down to these guys. And so more Damascus. So these guys are going to be available as well. So you're going to have different blade shapes and handles for these. This is going to be just another one that's a regular kitchen knife. If you want to put it up on a magnet steel and actually show it off, you can do that as well and have that available. But good edge profile, going to be something that is going to be a thin all the way through, so it's going to be a good shape for that. That's going to be down to a good edge for all your cutting needs for fruits, vegetables, and all those things. So it's not cleaver.
Is this a stainless Damascus?
Yeah, it is stainless Damascus. So VG10 is the kind of the baseline. So it's like a 10 CR. So it's the Chinese equivalent of it for a VG10.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so same one for this. So it's going to be the same style, but these are going to be the standard blades. So again, looking probably 14C28. That may change if we get enough feedback on it, or if we find through testing that it works a little bit differently for a different blade steel. But that's going to be the kitchen knife side. And then first ones for us as far as the button lock. We produce other button locks, but this is going to be the one under the QSP lineup. So there's going to be two different blade shapes. So you're going to have the first one is going to be the Tanto blade. So this is going to be model number QS148, also starting with the no names. So these are the no names.
Okay.
We're not going to call it the no name, but I mean, let us know as far as what you think about it. But that's going to be the first one. That's going to be the QS.
Like a Raffier scale?
Yeah, Raffier scale. So we used Raffier back in like 2017 with the Mamba. Spyderco has had it for a long time before that. Kaiser has a new one on it. So it's been around. So it's something that just kind of makes its rounds. So it's a nice material. Not going to be as durable as like a G10. So it is still an acrylic. But it's nice. It's going to be like wood. Every single one's going to be different. So that's a kind of a positive of any Raffier handle.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next one is going to be, so the Raffier is going to be that about that $90 price point, and this is going to be the standard one. So this is going to be about $72. Also going to be button lock. This is going to be a clip point. The other one still has some other handle material, so we'll still have our standard flare as far as other options to be able to utilize. So this one still is running on the standard steel clip for us. And you're going to notice some of the changes. So the pivot side, you're going to have this style pivot for more the budget side, and then you're going to have the regular triangle shape, which is for quality, service, price. You'll see that on the more the premium side of the business for us. So still under QSP, no other names. So all the line from budget to high end is still going to be QSP.
QSP, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so secondary no name. So the first one, sorry, I forgot to give a number. So 48 and 47 are those two numbers. So 48 is the Tonto, 47 is the clip point, and this is 46. So this is actually going to be a front flipper, so it does have a cutout, it does have the thumb stud, so you can still middle finger flick it. So it has heavily milled scales. This is kind of golden carbon fiber. So as you see, it does have the pivot there, and it is going to be our new pocket clip. So this
And it's a liner lock.
and this one is a liner lock, yes.
All right, with fat carbon?
Yeah, it is. I believe this one is the fat carbon on it.
Yeah, I like the color. I like everything.
Yeah, and then so this is going to be the you have two mounting screws, so that's going to stay in there really well. That's going to be a titanium clip for it, and there's going to be probably it's probably going to be an S35 blade. So still with the prototypes, we're kind of getting everything locked down as far as what the offering will be, but this is going to be about $158 for consumer pricing for that guy. So that's going to be 146.
Okay.
And then we're going to mix things up a little bit because we're going down the line. So these are ones that are out already, but this is the Rhino. So this is the highest end that we have available for QSP. So this is going to be at $428 and $358. So some people get confused. I got confused when I was looking on some of the pricing. The difference is the compound blade versus the flat. So when you open this up, so you're going to have a compound grind. So that's going to be the higher end one. So that's going to be $428 for that compound grind. You're still going to have the Mokutai backspacer. So they're going to have the Mokutai clip on both models. But the major difference is going to be that grind. So we'll open up the other one and you can see what that is for the Rhino. So the next Rhino, so that's going to be the flat grind.
Okay.
So you can see that difference there. So that's something that's a little hard to see on some of the videos or pictures. But yeah, going to be
And
the
this is
ones.
also Mokutai, and that's some machine work there.
Yeah. So CNC machine is kind of like the old school file work. I think it's a beautifully done piece right there.
So I was trying to figure out why the pricing was where it was, but now it's really Mokutai hardware is what's kind of driving part of that.
Well, yeah, both of them have the Mokutai hardware. Is really going to be the blade grind itself, which kind of separates those two out. But yes, if it didn't have the Mokutai hardware, it would probably be about $100 less. So maybe we'll go down there eventually, but right now we're offering that premium lineup. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. And there's your model numbers there.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep,
good.
143. Yeah, so now we're going back to no names. So we have a total of 5 no names. So let us know as far as what you want it to be. But this is going to be the 145. So QS 145. So it's going to be a milled handle, so contoured. It is going to also have that titanium pocket clip for this one. It does have a flipper tab, does have a thumb stud. We might make this a little bit less profile on that because we do have on the new Mini as well as the large, it has kind of a lower profile thumb stud. That's also going to be a clip point blade.
Yeah, I like the contoured handle.
Yeah,
That's
very
nice,
comfortable,
and I like the titanium pocket clip, and the blade shape makes sense.
Yep. So that's going to be the 145.
So you're thinking you may
bring
reduce
it down a little bit for that thumb stud because we do have the other thumb stud in comparison. So it's quite a bit lower profile. So we're looking at doing that, cut that, and bring that down a little bit.
Because it's still going to be easily accessible.
Yeah, so
opening it.
Yeah, very easy accessible for that thumb stud for it. So that's going to be the QS 145.
Is this an open design, or has it got a backspacer on it?
Open design on that one.
Okay.
And then next one up, this one's going to have basically the flipper and front flipper.
Okay.
So that's going to be the 144. So QS 144. Budget side about $57, $58. We are going to have some of the ones with the overlay for the carbon fiber that didn't make it to the show. So that's going to be a flat grind there.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
So very neutral handle, going to be comfortable. Reversible pocket clip, so you do have that little standoff there. But it's going to be that regular steel clip for that guy. And then you do have the front flip. That's going to be that one there. And then some of you have seen as far as the slip joint. This is going to be our slip joint here. That's called the Hedgehog. So for folks that like slip joints, modern slip joints, I find it to be a good pull. It's going to be about 2 to 3 pounds for a pull. So that's going to be to middle and open. So, and you're also going to have a very good, for spring, it's going to be kind of what people are looking for as far as it being flush, open, mid, and closed. So that is normally the sign of a good quality slip joint. And this one is a modern slip joint, so it does have a stop pin. So when you close it down, it does have a stop pin, so it's not going to have that flex. When you push on it, that spring's not going to pop out.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
so some
about.
people will have an issue with that, especially the more just true traditionals that want to be having that kick. But this is a modern one where it's not going to have that, so it is going to have a stop pin on the inside. So difference-wise, some have like a really low pull, especially if you're getting into it from a regular flipper or a folding knife. You might feel that that's a little bit hard to pull, but you get used to it. So like some of those are too low, and for safety-wise, you want to have a little bit of pressure to actually close it on you. But some of them are like super high. Like I've experienced some with like 5 pounds of pull, so that's like lifting a gallon of milk with 2 fingers like, to try and open the thing, or with your thumb. So those are a little bit too high. So we're kind of in the middle line between too low and too high. So I think we found kind of like Goldilocks.
Yeah, I mean, the worker wasn't a slip joint, but it was a lockback.
Lockback.
But still, it had a real easy, smooth opening.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Because it was on like what, phosphor bronze?
No, that was on bearings actually. Still running on bearings. So the workers run on bearings.
Oh wow, okay.
Bearing for a lockback.
And I probably don't remember, but I probably took it apart in one of my videos.
Possibly so. I mean, with how many knives you took apart, though, it kind of all blends together. It's kind of like, which one was that again?
But of course.
So we have about 148 different models. Some have been discontinued, but I mean 48. I just said 148. So we have about 48 models for ourselves. We still do OEM work, so if you're looking to do that, we still have that option available for folks to actually do their own designs and then come out to the market with it. So definitely an option. So check us out for those. So if you like our OEM work, then that's the same quality and everything we provide to our customers through QSP.
And you're really getting known for your OEM.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Yeah. So a lot of good designs out there. A lot of folks that like the QSP builds in other brands. So yeah, come over to the main source and check it out. Even for the high end side. So that's where we're working our way up. So budget, mid, high end. I think we're getting to that point where people don't just see us as a purely budget knife as far as just a penguin.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.